It's a nice guitar.
You're
I
the
love
third person
that
that's
we're
played it.
starting out
I
like
like the
this. This
name
is good.
Taylor. I have a Taylor guitar. My
Yeah.
daughter's name's Taylor, so.
That's a beautiful guitar. It sounds so beautifully, even just strumming it.
It is.
God, it's just
Is it
incredible. It's
in
incredible.
tune? It has an electric tuner built
Can
in.
you hear me,
I
Dave?
saw that.
Dave?
good.
All right, Dave.
Oh my gosh, it's like...
You have all day, by the way, so we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
This is like kind of bossa nova. You always add the sevenths. I'm very rusty, I can tell already.
Oh, you're doing
I want to
just
learn
fine.
some of that bossa nova.
Bossa nova is there's such a jazzy vibe. I love it. Like, it's so beautiful.
I can play Sweet Child of Mine, remember?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Oh my god, I love that song. Yeah.
She has eyes. No,
Axl Rose.
I don't want to ruin it.
Go for it.
No. I don't know the words.
Let's sing it together, guys.
I was being
She had a
serious.
smile that it seems to me
I don't
me of childhood memories.
I don't know.
Everything.
Let me get the lyrics, hold on.
Let's do it again. We'll start all over. I love this. It's
Okay, we're
great.
jamming.
Yeah. All right, let's start from the beginning.
Do you have a tambourine or no?
Yeah, that would be
That
cool.
I could
Shake
Yeah.
the coffee.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
All right.
Barnhouse Napa Brews.
That's right.
By
it.
the way. You can
Say it
find
with
us
some
online.
conviction, baby.
Barnhouse
Okay,
Napa
I
Brews.
need the lyrics too.
You guys ready?
Yeah. Not sure.
Can you take a picture of me, please? That's it. Thank you, brother.
Okay, we're really improvising this one. Just so y'all know. I don't know the lyrics. Wait, where is it?
It's not bad.
She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories where everything.
Okay, let's start over. Hold on.
Let's start from the top. I don't care. We'll be all day.
Yeah, this is great.
Ready?
I love this.
She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories where everything was as fresh as a night good sky. Now and then when I see her face, she takes me away to that special place. And if I stare too long, it's probably break down and cry. Oh, sweet child of the mind. Oh, sweet child of mine.
Oh,
She got it
yeah.
Again.
I love
This is going viral. I can feel it. I know it. We're gonna have a viral.
Sweet Child of Mine. The Scotriplets, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up.
house.
Yes. So, what a nice transition. What a nice segue into introducing these three wonderfully
Amazing.
talented, beautiful young ladies.
Thank you. Actually, I have to say it. I love your Instagram page. Every
Oh,
time,
really?
like, it brings a smile to my face and all the positivity, and I
Oh,
love
thank
it.
you so much.
Yeah.
That was-
I
That's
feel
wonderful.
like we met. I'm gonna get into it real
Yes,
quick.
let's
We
jump in.
met a few years ago at a Halloween party, but I feel like I know James like family
Yeah.
basically just because of Instagram.
I
It's
do
so
too,
good.
because I'm following all three of you separately
Yeah.
in the Scope page, but I just watched the kids get bigger.
Yeah.
and
I
it's so
know. I
It's
got
crazy how we can see like how fast time goes
Yes.
by when you have children. Like
Yes.
my 3-year-old was like a baby like yesterday. You
Sure.
know what I mean? It's
Well,
like
Yeah.
and when I met you and Taj, you were
There you go.
pregnant
Yeah.
with
I
your
know.
first child.
We were
Yeah.
even talking about it because we met at the Halloween party and she was pregnant then. And because we were dressed up for Halloween, everybody was asking her if it was a real
like
pregnancy.
A prop. I was like,
yeah.
no, there's a baby in there.
That's what happened to me because I had no idea, and I was talking to you, and then
Yeah.
I'd be, and then later on in the evening, I'd see someone walk by, and then
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever saw you all together that
No.
night.
I don't
Yeah,
think you
maybe.
did.
And you're like, how did you switch into a different costume so fast?
No, it was the same costume.
Yeah,
it was
just the belly. Yeah, the
All
pregnant
three
belly and no belly.
We were the three musketeers.
And this is the first time that not all three were looking exactly the same. Clearly.
Yeah.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the Jim and James Morning Podcast. We are beyond excited to have you guys here.
Thank
Really,
you.
thank you.
We're so
And
happy to be here.
I'm going to confess that we've had some great episodes and everything. The last one we just did,
Yeah.
love those guys, comedians, friends.
Badass.
This
yeah.
is my favorite episode.
And then he's gonna say that in the next episode.
I'll try not to.
I'm joking. Thank you.
That's so funny, though. So tell us a little bit about yourselves. I mean, there's a lot.
Where do we start? With who would we start? Your names for starters.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, quote unquote. I'm 2 minutes older than Tina, 5 minutes older than Thaisa. So basically, technically the boss.
For 5 minutes.
For 5 minutes, and then we are equals.
That's so cool.
And that's Tayana.
Yeah,
Tayana?
Tayana. We are Brazilian and Americans. We have dual citizenship.
That's right, yeah.
Been here for a while. Lived in France before for like 10 years. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
6. 6 years.
Okay, sorry. I'm losing count of time.
That's okay. That happens when you're in LA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about yourself? What is your name?
I'm Taina, and she said everything else.
Well, she didn't say you have 2 dogs.
Oh.
She has the most cute Pomeranians, Fofo and Godzilla. One is like a beige, kind of like,
Uh-huh.
a palm tree, and the other one is like a gray.
It's called Blue Merle. Have you guys seen Blue Merle colored dogs?
Sure.
They're so interesting and
Yeah.
it's so pretty. It's
There's
like
something different.
right.
Yeah.
It's like a blue
Oh,
Merle.
that was scary. Sorry. That was David. David, our
David, thank
David,
you
our
for
engineer.
the
What's up,
technical
Dave?
support.
Okay.
It's a Blue Merle Pomeranian. So yeah.
That's
It's
fantastic.
Gray with black spots.
Oh, beautiful.
When I'm Thaisa, I'm the baby of the trio for 5 minutes.
5 minutes. I love this. That's
And
great.
I'm also a mom to a little boy. He's
Awesome.
1 year old.
Aw.
Yes, and he's so cute. He's like the love of my life.
What is his name?
Miles.
Yeah.
Miles.
Yeah, and I also have a super giant cat.
Okay.
If you guys are into
It's like a
cats,
tiger.
Yeah, it's a
basically.
tiger. That's what it
yeah,
is. Yeah.
it's like a savannah cat.
Sure.
And
I've
he's
seen those
like
before.
4 foot tall or something
Yeah,
like that.
they're huge.
He's like gigantic. Yeah,
Bro,
he's so sweet though. I'm afraid of letting the babies like get too close because you never know
it's smart.
instinctively
Yeah.
because not only because of the cat but
No.
the child might like poke his
Exactly.
eye or something and then
Right.
I have 2 girls.
It could trigger the
Yeah.
animal to try to do. Yeah, you got to be very
You
careful.
have to
with
be
that.
careful. But
Careful.
he's such a sweetheart. Like I always tell her, like he would run away before he would do anything else because everybody's scared of him because of his size.
Because he's huge.
I know,
Yeah.
but he's like honestly, he's more scared of people than people are scared.
Right,
But do you know why
right.
I'm scared though? Because her husband, he has like a huge scar here.
Ah.
Oh,
Because
my
he
God.
startled the cat, and
startled
he
it?
didn't attack him, but. The cat got startled, and
Right,
his
right,
reaction was like,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
it
Just a
scratched
natural
him.
reaction.
So yeah. Well, I have to add to that. Actually, my husband was holding him.
Yeah.
Right.
He was holding him, and then in the background, a pen fell to the ground.
Oh,
or something.
yeah.
So
Ah,
because of the
that
noise,
explains
he
it.
jumped out of his arms, and as he jumped out, he gave him a huge scar.
But he's very sweet.
Yeah, but if you don't hold him, that's
Yeah.
not gonna happen, So yeah.
Wow. What did you guys start like at 14 or
Very
your
young.
singing
Yeah.
career?
Oh,
Very
wow.
young. Actually,
8
we
or
always
9.
had the music around us because
Yeah.
my father always played guitar. He had a band growing up, but
Wow, very cool.
yeah. So my mom always sang too. She always joined choirs and the church. Like Christmas carols and things like
Beautiful,
that.
yeah.
So I just remember as far as I know my name, I remember going to family gatherings and having
And music was
guitar.
always a constant in your life.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
always a constant. And then we started working professionally when we were 14 at musicals in Brasilia. So yes.
But we've been taking classes since 3 years old,
Right,
basically.
right. You guys
Yeah.
are very young.
Wow. And how about the modeling? When did you start doing print work?
I
and-
think it's a good question because modeling kind of comes with the territory as
Yeah.
being an artist. Like
Yeah.
you're naturally going to take pictures,
Yeah.
So
Well, James is a model too.
Oh yeah, you can
Yes.
tell by this new
Yes.
shirt that I bought, especially for
love
this
it.
occasion.
it looks great. It looks
I
great.
love it, James. It looks really cool.
Okay, good. I'm trying to, be stylish without trying to look young.
I
'Cause,
actually,
you know, people.
You did it. It's cool.
I dig
Yeah.
it. I dig it. And the joy rich, it's a beautiful message because
Yeah.
you I think it's better to be rich in joy
Yes.
than anything else.
Yes, for
Right.
sure.
Thank you. I appreciate
Ain't that the truth? Wow, it's great stuff.
And as I was saying earlier before we came on, I saw you in the McDonald's commercials.
Yeah.
And I didn't know you had done a few, you know.
We've
Yeah.
done a few commercials. Actually, even in Brazil, we have already done a few. But here we did Virgin Mobile, Lexus, McDonald's.
Yeah.
Those are big companies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
it was.
smiles
It's
come
always
out,
a fun
yeah.
experience to be on set. Like,
Yeah.
Did they give you
Yeah.
guys extra like French fries forever? For
I
life?
wish.
Yeah, I wish.
Okay, so since
Okay.
we're talking about
Right.
sponsorship,
Sure.
it's a lot of fun. Actually, it's quite fun when you get the sponsorship side. We are singers. We actually were signed by Sony Music in France.
Ooh.
And Coca-Cola was one of our sponsors.
Yeah.
And I just remember
Yeah.
they said, "Hey, what's your address?" Like
Okay.
at the
Yeah.
at Coca-Cola Corporation. And we were like, this, why? We just gave it to them. And then a week later we had a giant like
Vending machine
Vending
of
machine
Coca-Cola.
for
Oh, isn't that
Coca-Cola.
fancy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
delivered.
The perks of the gig, right?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's cool.
But we are we are such like a health nuts. Like I don't really like drink soda. I don't.
But they have
yeah.
other products that we
Yeah.
drink. Yeah.
You
But
drink death,
vitamin
liquid death,
water.
though.
Oh,
Hot
water. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
this liquid
But-
death is really good.
Yeah.
It's a killer drink.
It's a great
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
Tastes fresh in the can after
Yeah.
being in the
I'm
refrigerator.
I didn't join the group,
Oh,
but
But
well, and they also have. What would you?
Dude,
how would you
this is-
describe this?
This is Red Bull. Like I'm
I don't think
operating.
that's liquid death.
I'm shooting off on like all cylinders right now. Even I'm just so amped
is that
up.
like
This
a Red Bull?
It's like a Red Bull, but this one actually has wings. It really flies.
I have never tried a Red Bull or a Monster or any
Yeah, I
of that
mean,
stuff.
I'm
I did
very
once, like-
passionate about having leading a health lifestyle.
I
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
when we were touring though, back in Europe, I would take Red Bull. That
Sure.
was the first time in my life I felt the need of like some energy
absolutely.
drink because I don't really do coffee. Because if I drink coffee in the morning,
Same.
I won't sleep at night at all. It doesn't matter what time I took coffee.
And
if
I'm
it was
fidgety as well if
Yeah.
I drink
You get
coffee. I'm a
fidgety?
tea drinker. Like I love green tea.
Yeah.
So
So
what do you guys
I
drink?
did give it a try on Red Bull though, but
It's great, huh?
it was great. But I was like, no, I can't. I
You
can't.
haven't lived
I'm
until you
gonna
tried
cut it
Red
out.
Bull.
I don't know
But it's
why
good.
I
Did a
won't.
PSA right now.
But I stopped.
I don't know why.
stopped.
Well, are we going to get sponsored by Red Bull? But you could try Barnhouse Navaroo's.
There
you
It's
go.
a good if you do drink coffee.
It's good coffee. It's good coffee.
Actually,
Yeah.
coffee
Oh.
doesn't always agree with me that well,
It
and
doesn't
I
agree with
shouldn't
me.
drink it because it's acidic.
Same.
But I do
Yeah.
love the taste, and I do enjoy it.
I
Right.
love
So
the taste
I
of
think
coffee
it's a shot to
too.
the heart. It's good. It's good, man.
Well,
it's good
no,
to the heart.
it's just the taste and everything.
Yeah.
And I remember my
smell.
dad always had that
Yeah.
breath, you know, it was like that coffee breath. I
Folgers
think
in
it's
the
just a
morning.
great memory.
Yeah.
What I do now is I drink water in between
Yeah,
sips of
that
coffee.
makes
a lot
sense.
of
That's
water.
smart. Yeah. I don't enjoy the taste, which is funny.
Coffee?
No,
No?
I
It's
love the
opposite.
smell. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love the smell of coffee, but I'm obsessed with green tea, and I have the
good.
jasmine
For
green
me,
tea.
I do
It
any-
smells so good. The
Yeah.
jasmine green tea.
It's true. For me, I do all of that. Like I can do tea. I don't drink coffee either, but when I do, if I do, I have it
It's-
straight with no sugar.
Me too.
And a
Yeah.
lot of people like they get
Yeah.
weirded about it,
Yeah.
but it's so much more flavorful. I think when
Yeah.
you don't add sugar to things.
Well, it's more rich, yeah.
Yeah.
Than having the sugar. It just doesn't add value
I
to
joke with my son, Brian Welsh.
it. What's up,
I-
Brian?
Yeah,
Hi,
I had
Brian.
some shirts made, and I had producer / Brian Welsh.
I saw that.
And I ordered a whole bunch of shirts, and they all came out with his name on it, but only 2 of them were supposed to.
Right.
But I
That's
always,
so funny.
we joke a lot. We have a lot of fun.
And they sound identical. They sound so much. He sounds just like
Is that
me.
your-
we're going to get him on. He
Nice.
says he wants to drop some weight first. I'm like,
Yeah.
Is that your only son?
Well, we have a
No, I
skinny
have an
camera
older
that
one,
would, like
Yeah.
I look 10 pounds thinner. That
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
just
Use that
joke with
camera,
him about putting all the cream and sugar in his coffee, I'm like, be a man.
Yeah.
I love coffee.
Do you follow the Be a Man
Yeah,
guy on
yeah,
Instagram?
I love
It's
him.
so funny.
He
I
comes
drunk-
up with some great ones.
So
I drink coffee every day,
Oh,
like
wow.
4 times a day.
Wow.
And it really helps me sleep.
That's
Ah,
crazy.
wow.
Our dad's the same way. Like the Brazilian coffee is so strong,
It's
and
strong,
he has
yeah.
like it's almost like espressos,
Right.
and he has like I'm not kidding. I think like a good 8 or 7
Yeah.
Yeah, I
a
have-
day,
yeah,
and he
yeah.
goes like to sleep
I
like
love it.
nothing.
It's
I'm
bright-eyed,
the same way.
bushy-tail
I can
all
go
day.
to sleep after drinking coffee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
Because
It's
we have
crazy.
conversations and you're like,
Wow.
dude, I'm nodding off. And I'm like, dude, and you just had coffee. Like,
Yeah, from Mel's
I-
Diner.
From where?
Shout
what
out
kind
to
of
Mel's
coffee?
Diner.
What kind of coffee were you
Well,
having?
when I'm at home, I drink Barnhouse Napa Brews.
There you go.
But I love Mel's Diner. I
Oh
go
wow,
there.
yeah. I've been there once, but it's like I live in the valley, so I don't think we have one
Yeah.
there.
I want to know, like I'm just interested. Obviously,
There's so much to talk about.
God, dude, imagine like they dress you guys alike. I mean, I want to know if you guys
Oh,
ever went
yes,
out on
kids.
dates and messed around and played pranks
Well, I know
on one
it's-
another.
We're like,
whoever
Oh,
is
that's
a
a good
triplet
question.
or a twin, it seems like it's always their dream. Like
Yeah.
we are it. Like it's not like I never felt like I want to be me. I love being myself,
Sure.
and like I'm sure like I don't think because when I fall in love, like I
Yes.
really love someone. I don't
Sure.
go just to like let's have fun. But I do know twins who have done that, and like if you're identical like us, I'm pretty sure if
It's
you don't
easy.
really know the person that
Yeah.
well, it's pretty easy to
Yeah.
get mistaken. So.
Especially like we love being triplets. We keep the same hairstyle. We work together. Obviously,
Totally.
we
Best
grew
friends.
Best friends. We grew up, doing the exact same things our parents put all of us to do. Ballet and all
Yeah.
that. So we
You're like best friends.
right.
Yeah.
and,
So
and similar interests. All of you guys are just obviously singers, and probably alike in so many ways.
Yeah.
You feel the same itch. Oh, you do.
You know, it's
I
funny.
can actually itch myself for her.
when we were younger,
That's
though,
funny.
we used to test each other, like when we were kids. Like, let's know if you know who's who. And then, like, we, like the
funny,
other
dude.
two would dress alike, and we would be like backwards, like
Yeah.
back facing. Like seeing their backs,
how
and then
cute. That
we
is
could tell
so
who was who just
fun.
because of the demeanor or the energy.
Yeah.
Kind
And
of
my
thing.
parents, they have the cutest photos of us as kids.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, I've seen
they used
some.
to dress us alike.
Right, figured.
And we
yeah.
have like some like professional photos. Like
so
it's
cool.
so cute. And we had like a fringe,
A bang.
Yeah, a bang. We have each one of us had a
So
bang.
did they ever could they always tell you apart? I mean, I know it
Yeah,
sounds
my
really.
parents. Yes.
They had you color-coded?
Obviously, when we were first born, when we were first born, obviously it was very hard to
Oh,
tell.
yeah.
So they actually put
Yeah.
earrings so
Right.
they could tell us apart.
That's smart. Yeah.
Yeah, but then as you grow, it
Yeah.
gets easy.
Right.
So your name might be
Right.
one of the other
Right.
girls.
I know,
They
right?
might have mixed you up in the
Yes,
beginning.
we
right?
always think
Doesn't
that.
crazy,
Like, what
dude.
if my name was Tyne or Thaisa? Like,
You know, it's
so
funny
cool.
because I was talking to a woman and the subject of her twins came up. And he's a little rascal. He's about 11 to 14 years old. I can't remember. But he said, I could rob a bank and my brother or something would be. And she goes, no. He goes, I guess they have the same fingerprints.
Really?
But they're opposite.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh.
So I'm curious how if that's true.
So
Well, I
actually,
don't think we can-
scientifically, they say that when you're, like, I'm speaking for identical because
Sure. You
when
guys are
you are
identical.
one egg, right, and you split
Right.
into two. So that's a
Or
mirror image,
Wow. Yeah.
right? So
Right.
it becomes a mirror image, and then the third
Yeah,
becomes
like-
another mirror. So it's interesting because like there's two right-handed and one left-handed. Thaisa is left-handed, so I'm assuming she was developed in the middle, like the second one to
Yeah.
be developed because it became a mirror.
But I was the
and then-
last one to be born, so
well,
I
it
don't know
was a
if I'm.
C-section too, so the
Yeah.
doctor just pulled out.
Well, almost all
Yeah.
three of you got at the
Yeah.
same time. One, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom. Wow.
He
So
was
I'm
like a
wondering about
superhero.
those
Yeah.
fingerprints. Though. Maybe someday you
I
can
don't think
find
we
out.
have the same.
I don't think so
finger-
because
it
like I
doesn't
can't
always work that
open
way.
I can't open their phones. So
No, that's pretty
weird.
smart. How they figured
What
that
about
part out.
face? What about with the
We
photo?
did that test, so it's so
Yeah.
funny because we cannot open the phone using the fingerprint. You're right. We
Yeah.
have different fingerprints,
do.
but we can open using.
Depends on the angle, the makeup, and the daylight.
Wow.
We can
open each other's phone.
That is so awesome.
cool.
That is
But not
great.
always. It doesn't always work. But sometimes, like we luck out. No, I'm joking. I don't go snooping on your girls' phone.
I'll be careful now.
It's a good thing we're not identical with our other our spouses. You know?
I know.
Actually, I have seen like a blog about twins who married twins.
Oh, yeah.
Or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And they were all identical.
You remember those that some time ago? This must have been the '80s, many years ago, where that group of those like triplets or something, the famous triplets, those guys from Jersey. Was it
I don't
triplets
remember.
or
No.
twins? And they made like a big old deal out of them. They were all over the news and stuff.
What I remember is the spearmint gum commercials.
Yeah.
There was
The-
a
with
lot
The
of
multiple
those.
two girls, remember?
Yeah.
Double
I don't think I've
the
seen
Double
it.
mint.
Double
Yeah.
mint.
I don't think I've
Double
seen
the
it.
pleasure, double the fun. They both come out.
Right,
Yeah, it's
right.
pretty cool.
I
That's
haven't
fun.
seen that. I'm going to Google that.
There's
Yeah,
a,
that's what's great about Google.
It had
Yeah.
like some famous triplets. I forgot their names right
It's
now.
you guys.
No,
You guys
like
are
in
the
the back
famous
in the
triplets.
60s
Yeah.
or 40s.
That's
or-
so true, many
like,
years ago, yeah.
I don't remember their name, but they used to sing and perform and dance.
We got to Google that
yeah,
up
we
too.
have to Google
yeah.
that.
I have the computer right in
Oh,
front of me.
Google! I know Ellie Willis.
Okay.
She actually she used to work with them. So Google Ellie Willis.
Okay.
Triplets.
Ali,
Yeah, it's a songwriter we
Willis.
worked with.
triplets.
Yeah, actually, she wrote songs for Earth, Wind, and Fire. She
Oh.
wrote
Wow, really?
September.
Oh yeah, here
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, she unfortunately passed away.
There was
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
you go. There's 3 of them.
Yeah. What Rubio triplets or something?
Yeah,
What's that?
Rubio.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Rubio triplets.
And then she's got the guitar. She's jamming.
Right.
We'll probably
they were
insert
very
it.
We'll insert
talented.
it. We'll
Yeah,
insert
we'll
it because
insert
we're
it.
talking about
They were
them.
very talented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Well-
yeah.
Have you watched, caught any of the episodes of The Real?
Yeah, we
And
love
you remember
it.
Tamara?
So-
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
that's
a
right.
twin from
Yes.
Sister.
Right, Tamara and
Very
Tia.
talented.
Yeah, yeah.
And her husband and Tamara and her husband have a coffee house up in Napa called
nice.
Barnhouse Napa Brews.
That's the
Nice.
one.
We
That's
have
the
to
one.
try
Okay.
it then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you guys
will
have
try
to
coffee
try
It's
it.
for
a
that.
multiple.
I'll
You
become a
get the
energy
sweet
drinker
today.
then.
I'm joking.
I don't
mostly,
drink coffee, but
I-
I'll try that
I
one.
enjoy. I don't know why. I just get such a kick out of
I
just
love it.
putting that in
It's
there every
great,
once in a while. Does anyone drink wine or?
My
Well,
mom.
living in France, you cannot not drink
Yeah,
wine.
that's so
I
true.
know,
That's
and,
true.
and
Makes
it-
sense, yeah.
and
I
you
believe they
to-
have it breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I
Well,
actually
they
That's
have a
just
winery
that's a
in
stereotype.
Napa.
but-
I only drink it like to celebrate something. Like at home, I always just drink water, tea. But if I'm like it's New Year's or celebrating
Yeah.
something,
Sure.
then
Like
I'll
a
have
toast.
champagne or
Yeah.
wine.
I tried
Yeah.
the having a glass a day for health reasons.
For
That
the
didn't
heart,
sit
yeah.
well with me.
No.
Just like it's too heavy for me.
It's like
But-
coffee. It's
Yeah,
got a
exactly.
acidity.
I do like I enjoy it occasionally, you know,
Yeah, me
like
too.
depending like if I'm having a nice meal and it
Sure.
matches.
Oh, yeah.
It's great. It's a great pairing,
Sure.
you know. I'll have it. But I have an American family in Temecula.
Okay.
And it's a wine country.
I love wineries.
Yeah.
It's so nice to
wine
visit
country.
the wineries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done
Yeah.
the winery tours in Santa Barbara. It's always just like a fun experience, anyways. Yeah,
I like a glass or a bottle or two once in a while.
every day.
Yeah, like every day I have a bottle.
So people say that Pinot Noir is the healthiest.
Yeah.
For the
wine.
heart,
I'm gonna
yeah.
remember
Yeah, it's
that.
good for the heart. Pinot Noir. Okay.
Yeah.
So I
Try
lived in Walnut Creek for 2 years in the past. And it's literally like, I think it's like 40 minutes from Napa, and I have never been there.
Oh my! I've been for a wedding. It's fun. It's actually
Okay.
fun. And it's beautiful.
So okay, since we were talking about wine, I'm gonna share my Napa experience.
Okay,
when
please do,
when
yeah.
she was living in Napa,
Napa.
in Walnut
Walnut
Creek,
Creek.
I went to visit her and I spent a weekend in Napa, and I went, I did a winery tour,
Yeah.
and I learned that there's this grape called Charbono. And it's basically an extinct vine. There's only 3 vines left and 3 wineries that developed Charbono wine. And the
Wow.
reason why is because when Cabernet Sauvignon
came into the picture, it became so popular that the wineries burned down the Charbonneau's vine
Wow.
to give space to
Scandalous.
to Cabernet Sauvignon. And,
They were passé.
That sounds
yeah,
like it
but
could be a
it's
movie.
so
yeah.
good. It's
Yeah.
such a great wine. If you go to Napa and you have a chance to
It is in Eastern
stumble
France,
into
yeah.
a
Yeah.
Charbonneau,
Charbonneau.
try it.
And
My-
it's
really good.
Argentina, it says.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard about the Argentinian wines. My husband took me once to the Santa
Malbec.
Barbara winery tour, and I don't know what happened. Like he had allergy over his whole body.
Oh, no.
And we don't know, like, it was the grape leaves or it had poison ivy
Oh,
somewhere.
maybe
like,
poison ivy.
Yeah,
Could have been that he
yeah,
was near it. Yeah.
yeah. So, I mean, it was still
Wow,
fun
that is
for
nuts.
me at least. I'm joking.
Temecula has like one time I got lost down there when I was years ago. I used to be a limo driver too, and I drove. I drove for a lot of people. But anyway, the point being, I went out there and then I did the tour also, and I was never like, I drank a long time ago. And because religious reasons I didn't drink, so but I tried it that one day because you have to try these once. I
Right,
So I did the tour, and then, dude, you know what they did at the cops? There's only one way into the freeway, and it's like a whole sting operation, and there's cops there, you know, and then I had to go through the police, and obviously I'm
After
a chauffeur,
drinking?
so you know, the
Oh, so
idea
you
is
were driving?
that was driving.
Oh, yeah,
But after I
okay.
dropped everybody off, I didn't have to worry about it. So I
Right.
decided to do the tour. It was many years ago, thankfully. And the company doesn't exist. Diva Limo tanked, so as you know. But anyway.
Is there a book about the diva?
Yeah, I have a book called Juicy Divas: Confessions of a Limo Driver.
interesting.
After my
And I
podcast, had a
wanna buy
podcast.
that.
Yeah, please. It's on Amazon, and you can get it on
Okay.
Kindle. It's a tiny.
We'll get you
small
some
book.
copies.
Sounds
Yeah.
entertaining.
Yeah, I'll just we'll autograph
give you
copies to you guys. But
Awesome.
anyway. We try to get out. I try to get out, obviously, and the officer asks me the first thing, have you been drinking? And
Oh,
obviously,
my
you're there.
goodness.
And I go, duh. And I said, of course, everyone drinks here.
It's
Yeah.
better not to lie to
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
Tell the
and
truth.
then,
I was
and then he
about to
laughed and he
say.
goes, have a good day. And he
Oh,
patted me the back, and I
wow.
said,
They're
oh my
probably
God.
so used to
Yeah.
it. I'm sure.
Lucky,
you were lucky
lucky.
for sure. Yeah, I don't think that would work nowadays.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And then, who knows?
Maybe.
Now, I
who
think
knows?
we had a missed opportunity a few minutes ago because someone mentioned their husband.
Uh-huh.
And I think now would be a great time to talk about who is your husband? Someone we
Yeah.
might know?
Maybe. I'm joking. Yeah, my husband is from 3T, Taj Jackson, he's Tito Jackson's son. We met, had a song. Okay, let me restart. He has two brothers, Taj, Tara, and TJ. They're from 3T. We are three sisters, right? So we had the same A&R guy in France who connected us. And we had a song together, and then we became friends for a long time.
Well, technically, till today, Thais and I, we yell at Taj. No, I'm joking. Because, like, when
I don't.
we watch, you know, like, behind the scene, Taj always had a camera
Oh,
on
yeah.
him. He films everything.
Oh, cool.
And,
That's so cool.
That's smart.
And-
Yeah, I like that.
as we watch it back, since day one, he would only film Tayana.
Ah,
But
so
like
he
an
had a
energy
favorite.
thing. Like he's also the oldest, and he told me like he could feel I had like an oldest vibe. Like
Oh.
But like we have
Yeah,
Thais
like-
and I have no behind the scenes from that time.
not
because
from Taj,
Ah.
not from Taj, but we do
Right,
from
right.
others.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's true.
But yeah, we became friends for all of us for a long time, and then he came to France to surprise me, and then that's when we were
beautiful.
like, okay, I think we like each other. So we've been
That's sweet.
together ever
Yeah.
since.
Two
have
kids.
Now,
Yeah.
for those of us who already know, this is going to sound funny, but he comes from a musical family.
Yeah, from the Jackson
Have you heard of
family.
the Jackson 5?
I
Oh,
have. And Tito is
Yes.
your
my father-in-law?
father-in-law.
Yes.
Okay,
Cool.
I was pretty sure about that, but I
Yeah.
get things wrong sometimes.
What is he like? Is he cool with you guys?
Oh,
His
I
whole
got to meet him.
family.
So
I met him
humble.
too.
Actually, there's a
down to
picture
earth.
of Tito and Lonnie in the book.
Oh,
And they cropped-
nice.
believe-
That's
I don't know if
awesome.
I should be saying this or not,
What?
but
see.
they cropped me out.
Oh.
Not they, Lonnie cropped me
How
out.
awesome.
I
So
know.
how
But
did
it
they
was-
meet?
Uh,
What is this?
well, when we were at the party.
Oh,
This is a
yeah.
picture
And
from the party.
actually, Papa T just had a song, Love One Another. And then I believe we got Lonnie. She's in the video.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like we
Yeah, I
all do like
remember
little
that.
snippets. And
Yeah.
then Taj reached out.
Some great pictures. You
I
guys
met
wanna
Tito.
get
I met
this?
Tito down at for Thanksgiving Thanksgiving morning
The
at the
coolest.
Fred Jordan Mission because he was, donating food and helping out
yes.
the people. And I went out there. We got to do this next year.
Yeah.
Gonna grab a group of celebs and go out there.
I just gotta
Definitely
say,
the-
this whole family is like such a blessing
They're
to the
sweet people.
world. Like
Very nice folks.
they are such like highly spiritually like I don't know, like a
Beings,
gift
yeah.
to the world, and like they do so much good, like whether it's
Yes.
through music or just like through message, and it's just such
And
an
helping,
inspiration.
and really
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and helping
When
others.
I met your husband and his brother, your brother-in-laws, brothers-in-law, I should say. I felt like this energy, this vibe
Yeah.
of kindness, and,
Yes.
and just
Absolutely.
really,
And
really
it's real.
nice. It's real.
Yeah.
And the way Lonnie talks about the guys, she goes, "No, we have to go. We have to. I want you to meet Taj and stuff." And we had such a nice time, except for that costume that Lonnie threw together for me.
Which one was it?
It was a. I was
Cher.
supposed to. We were supposed to be Sonny and Cher.
Sonny and Cher.
And
That's so
this
cool, bro.
wig, I gotta find the pictures.
I
and
got
the
you,
mustache,
babe.
this big mustache. Nobody knew who I was or what I, but it was so
That
much
is
fun.
so funny.
It was such a nice evening.
Is that a nonprofit? That what happens?
Yes, it
like,
is.
is
So-
that at the original Jackson property, right?
Yeah.
Right. So there are two events. This year is the first year that both foundations are going to merge. So there is my husband's foundation with his brothers, which is in honor of their late mom, Dee Dee
Right.
Jackson Foundation, and it's
Dee.
to help mainly anyone in grief, but mainly kids in grief for loss. Yes, which is very personal to them as they
Right.
experience
Yeah.
that very young.
So
So yeah, whether it's like they gather funds to help therapy through music, like they provide music therapy to kids, unprivileged
blessing.
kids.
Yeah, what a blessing.
Because art does
and
heal.
then-
and
it
it's
does
Yeah,
for
it does.
sure. And
Yeah,
then
it
there's
does.
our cousin Prince Heal Los Angeles Foundation, which also heal Los Angeles, like a wink to heal the world.
Yeah.
From his
It's for
dad,
his dad, and he also does wonders with that. So there's a 2-night event. It used to be one night Heal LA, and the next one Dee Dee Jackson Foundation,
Dee
and
Dee
then
Jackson,
this year
DDJ.
they're gonna merge for the first time, and it's gonna be a 2-night event for both.
So
And-
this
Hope
year
we
for
can make
Halloween.
it.
Yes,
yeah,
for Halloween.
that's
Yeah.
the party that we met Lonnie and James.
I want to go. Let's
yeah,
do this
it's,
year.
it's a
for
great
sure.
I think we
event.
could get an invite.
Yeah, sure.
It's because the property has limited capacity,
Right,
yeah.
even it's a residential area. So it
It's
is
the famous Havenhurst estate.
this-
in
I've seen it.
Encino. Yeah, so it is limited. It is hard to get
Yeah.
in, but since you've been supporting from the
Oh,
beginning,
Oh, that's beautiful.
they are part of the
Yeah,
the names, the list that are
And-
always
I'll sell
invited
tickets
to
for you
come
guys
back.
outside.
Oh yeah, we were gonna
Yeah.
let you know for
but
sure.
we'll definitely
Your
keep you
nephew's
posted.
there, right? Your Michael Jackson, his son.
Yeah,
right? He
our
runs
cousin,
it?
yeah.
Your cousin, yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't think Blanket goes by. He goes by Biggie.
BG.
BG.
BG, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
They used to call him Blanket
he was
on
there
Blanket.
the night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, he's the one who puts the maze together every
Okay.
year.
Wow.
Did you do
Oh,
the maze?
I'm telling you,
Did you
you
get to
want to
do
go
the
through
maze?
a haunted house
Yeah.
maze.
You
Yeah.
guys
right?
should do the maze and then dress differently, and people are like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" I
We
just
did
saw
the
you."
first
It's
year, but
usually-
we were like, I know, now we want to just
The
enjoy.
first year
It's
was
a lot
like
of
all
work.
the cousins did it the first year
So
because like
cool.
they were starting it and it was like very small at first. So I think the very first year was just family and friends. So
Yeah.
like the whole family, like the cousins, we all dressed up and did the maze just to
awesome.
scare the friends.
Yeah, and
but
then
then like
became-
then
it
it started
became more-
growing
yeah.
and then they started having like actual actors to do it, and we
That's
just
cool.
want to enjoy the party as
Yeah.
well. So yeah.
They have an
Right.
impersonator, right dude. He's like spot on. Michael
amazing.
Jackson.
Yeah, they
I
do.
saw that.
It's so elaborate. The
Yeah.
haunted house when you go through it, the maze. It's really.
And you get to see the
neat.
inside of the house, right? The
Yeah, I was inside the foyer and stuff,
Right.
and there's some paintings
Yes.
and some
Right.
pit
Yeah,
photos.
they
So cool,
they
man.
bring in a bunch of like actual Michael Jackson loot, like real stuff, like his gloves
Right,
or like
right.
like a frame from
The Thriller
like
jacket or
yeah,
Thriller
like the
jacket, I saw
mask.
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
and it's all the real things, and it's like kind
So
of museum.
cool.
They expose it as a museum,
beautiful.
And
Yeah.
then while everybody has fun, there's always also an auction going on
Good.
to raise funds
I
for
remember.
the
That's
for
the
the
idea.
foundations.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
yeah.
And you have a little red carpet type thing with the
Yeah.
backdrop for the pictures. It was just so much fun.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
fun for sure.
Halloween's like It's a great.
Yeah, it's
Is it
funny
one of your
because like
favorite
in
holidays?
Events.
Brazil,
Yes, I love
I don't
Halloween.
know how because we left Brazil a long time ago, but we didn't have Halloween in Brazil.
Not yet.
I don't know if they
Yeah.
do now, but like when we were living there, they didn't celebrate Halloween.
Yeah.
So for us, when we first got to America, and neither in France, we never
No.
really had
Yeah.
Halloween there. I don't know about now.
They do.
They do now,
Let me tell you
right?
something.
They celebrate
because
now.
of the internet. They celebrate
Right.
Halloween in every country, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
really?
feel
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
the
I
world
bet.
has come
Yeah.
closer together.
Yeah,
because
But
Christmas
the
is
third-
my favorite holiday, though.
I love Christmas,
Yeah.
mine too. But
I
you know
do
what?
too.
I heard in Central America and Mexico, they don't give candy; they steal your candy.
Oh my God! That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's just
It's a
the time we
joke.
get canceled. So
I believed it.
if we weren't going to get canceled with Angel Salazar,
So now instead of having buckets, we should have like what is the name? Never mind, I forgot the name.
They gotta take them, right?
now I
It's
have
all
a
good
friend
fun.
from Argentina and some
Yeah.
friends from Guatemala and
good,
Mexico and stuff, and they celebrate Christmas more on Christmas Eve on the night. Is that the way
Correct.
it is in
For
Brazil?
us, yes, Christmas on the 24th.
That's beautiful.
And
Yeah, we have a
then-
family dinner. Like usually, the whole family gathers
That's
to
kind
have
of big
dinner together.
celebration.
What
Right.
kind of food? Real quick?
Right.
We have like 5 minutes. I don't know
Oh,
where time
no
went.
way.
I
Oh,
swear to
wow.
God.
We'll go
Okay,
over on
David.
this one.
Yeah. Can we go over, Dave?
Go a little bit over.
We just sat down.
You guys can go over like 5 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Okay, all right. You got to know some more people coming in
We,
after us?
we got
okay.
basically the food. We want to talk about the food real quick.
Yes,
What do you guys have?
so-
for
Yeah,
us?
in
and then have
Brazil-
you guys sing one of your songs, please. We do want you guys to
Okay.
sing.
we actually we've been working. We're in studio working
Okay.
on new songs. During COVID, live events kind of got shut down.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now they had kids. We were focusing on raising them, and now
That's
we are
beautiful.
going back to studio, and we have a photo shoot session next week.
Oh,
wow.
And we have we've been recording songs. We recorded 2 songs, so there's nothing we can share at the moment.
That's a good
Okay.
opportunity to come back. Then.
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have
Question.
them come back for sure.
Now,
Yeah.
do you have songs in Portuguese and in
English.
It's mostly English,
Mostly
just English. Yeah, because when we first released our first album, we went through we sold in 25 countries. So
Unbelievable.
And it was fully in Portuguese.
but then the fans were always asking, oh, what are you guys saying in your lyrics and stuff? So English is the universal language.
And Spanish.
so we're just focusing
Yeah,
on that.
there's
now.
a rock group. I don't know if Jimmy will know.
What is that?
They're called the Scorpions
Oh,
and
I
from
love
Germany.
Scorpions,
And
yeah.
they love doing their music in English because they think it just sounds
Really?
better.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds like it's so funny. English is a musical language. Like it's so much easier to sing. Like the notes flow better. I don't know if you have
Scorpions.
like shorter syllables that fit better. Like Taj always makes fun of us, like because when we sing whatever song in Portuguese, he's like, oh my gosh, Portuguese songs always have so many syllables in there. But he loves it. Like it's just like melodic as well, but it's a different kind of
Sure.
melody.
I'm
I think it
still
will go.
loving you.
Oh,
Right,
we
Scorpions?
could have done without.
Yeah,
No, I'm
it
just
grooves
kidding.
better.
But
It
Jimmy's
grooves
good.
better in English.
So I have a couple more quick questions. You could tell us a little bit about what area from Brazil you're from, because I have a lot of friends in
Yeah.
Brazil who
Yeah.
will
We are
know
actually
exactly where.
Yeah, so our parents, our mom is from Rio de Janeiro, which
Okay.
we have a lot of family there. So
cool.
every year we used to go there, and it's so beautiful. Our father is from the north, which is a city called Natal.
I was just there
Yeah.
in March.
She was
I
there,
want to go
yeah.
so much.
It's
Now I
near-
know more people down
Yeah.
there.
It's actually
There
near
you
the equator line, so
Yeah.
the ocean is really warm. Like
Oh,
you
that's
don't
what I
even
like.
think about it; you just go in.
Yeah.
They have novellas there, right? They make the
Yeah, the
telenovelas.
telenovelas.
Yeah, it's
Brazil,
like
I
it's
love that.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then our parents, when they were younger, their parents, my grandparents, moved to Brasilia, and that's where we were born. And then
Fantastic.
we
The
lived in,
capital.
in
Brasilia is
Brasilia our
a
whole childhood.
Fairly new town. It's
Yeah.
60 years old.
Yeah.
How
a
far
little-
is that from Rio?
1 hour by plane.
Yeah.
So, and then we lived our whole childhood in Brasilia. Then we moved to São Paulo. And then we moved
São
to Rio
Paulo.
de Janeiro. And then we moved to Paris, where we lived for 6+ years.
São Paulo's where they have the big Jesus, right?
No,
No,
it's
Rio.
Rio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rio. Yeah, São Paulo is more like a New York vibe.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's very
like
urban.
a lot
Bohemian
of tall
kind of,
buildings. Yeah. And then, yes, Paris in France for 6 years, and then finally LA.
And Brasilia, just to
LA.
go
And
back.
that's our final destination.
Maybe we need to do another
gotta do another podcast.
Yeah,
podcast
and
because
soon.
Brasilia is really
Yeah.
interesting.
We
It's
wanna
a
talk about
it's
that,
a yeah, it's like a 60-year-old town that was built in the middle of the country just to bring business
Unbelievable.
inwards because
Yeah.
you know back then everything was coastal.
Sure.
Coastal.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And Brazil is such a huge country, so
Oh my God.
Yeah, so we
I
want to
can't
have
believe-
you back as soon as
Yeah.
possible because
For
I have a
sure.
feeling
As soon as
you're going to
possible.
get really busy.
yeah.
So I would do a double episode if we could, but we don't have the time
We don't have the
today.
time.
What are the chances we might be able to get someone else to join you and come over sometime?
Oh, for sure, yeah,
Bring your husband
Absolutely.
next time, and you guys come back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
absolutely.
we'll do a full
yeah.
hour show with you guys. Please.
Yeah, he'd be
Let's do
happy
it.
to be here for sure.
Yeah.
There's some
Subscribe,
friends that I
guys.
have in Brazil and friends that I have here. A friend of mine, her name's Emily, is here, and her mom is in Brazil. I think it's Leonardo. What's a name that sounds like that?
Leonardo.
Yeah,
That's-
Leonardo.
yeah,
that's
There's
Brazilian
something
name.
Brazilian.
That's cool.
And then Cleo and Clarissa are down there in Brazil.
Clarissa.
Nice.
And you want to say anything to our friends
Sure,
in
people.
Brazil and
Yeah.
Portuguese?
Sure, well,
Have-
A gente tem muito orgulho, né, de ser brasileiro, é
Claro.
claro. Nosso coração é brasileiro e sempre
heart.
será. E a
Yeah.
gente ama vocês. Beijo pra
E-
todos vocês.
Bezos, right?
Estive
Yes.
aí em março e voltarei em breve.
She said we were there. She was there in March and she'll be back. So we will be back
cool.
soon.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
What do you
Well,
have to
thank
say?
you.
All right.
Thank you.
I
Obrigada.
guess that's about it. then,
Obrigado.
huh?
Yes.
All right, David.
Thank you for
thank
having
you.
us.
Don't forget to subscribe to Jim and James Morning Podcast, guys. The Scotriplets, ladies and gentlemen, please. Guys, we're honored and privileged. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you for
Thank
having
you
us.
so much.
Thank you.